सबसे अलग है, सबसे जुदा। सुनो एक नई आवाज, बातें नई है, नया अंदाज। सुनो एक नई आवाज, दिल से है आपके साथ। नया है ये पेशकदम।
Admissions for 2025 are open online, offering a wide and future-focused range of programs across disciplines. The university currently operates through 6 academic schools, with 3 more already approved and set to begin functioning soon. Together, these schools house 24 departments and 18 centers, allowing IUST to offer 49 undergraduate and postgraduate programs. When diploma and engineering diploma courses are included, the total number of academic offerings rises to 53. In engineering and technology, a new program in robotics and automation has been introduced, keeping pace with the growing demand of AI-driven technologies. In the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, students can explore a wide array of subjects, including journalism and mass communication, English language and literature, Islamic studies, and more, reflecting the university's commitment to a well-rounded and socially responsive education. Additionally, IUST is implementing the Design Your Own degree model under the new 4-year undergraduate program. To gain deeper insights into IUST's academic vision, course offerings, and how the university is preparing students for future challenges, we have with us a very special guest. Joining us now is Professor AYAZ HASSAN Moon, Dean Academic Affairs at Islamic University of Science and Technology. IUST has been expanding its academic footprints impressively over the years. Can you tell us about some of the latest courses and academic offerings that students can now look forward to?
See, ever since New Education Policy 2020 came into being, the focus has been on providing a holistic kind of education which will promote multidisciplinary and create an individual who has an overall development, what we call as a 360-degree development. So IUST this year has already put up admission notification wherein we are inviting admissions to our 53 programs at all the levels. If you look at the programs that we have put up in the admission, they include all the programs which are actually required for developing new generation skills or new age skills. We have, for example, courses on artificial intelligence, both at UG and PG programs. We have courses on data sciences, we have courses on computer sciences, and then we have courses, whole lot of 4-year undergraduate programs introduced in every department of the university, which means that there would be 15 4-year undergraduate programs. And this year itself, if you compare it to the last year, this year we have introduced 9 programs. For example, in the BVOC category, which is Bachelor of Vocational Program, we are introducing a program, Tourism and Hospitality Management. Now that in itself speaks about, what is the thought process going on in IUST, because all of us believe that tourism is the mainstay of our economy. So we need to have workforce who are actually professionally trained to handle our tourism and travel industry. The second course, which is related to health sciences, again under BVOC category, it is a medical radiology and image technology of immense importance and potential in the health sector that we have.
Sir, you mentioned how IUST has been aligning with the new education policy and the evolving needs of society. How does the university ensure that its programs are both industry relevant and future ready?
Under a 4-year undergraduate program, as I already said, that we are offering 15 programs. And this year itself, we have introduced 2 FIEGP programs. One would be on environmental science, and the other one would be on geospatial technologies. Now, importance of these courses and what kind of benefit it brings to the student. Somebody studying geospatial technologies at undergraduate level, 4-year undergraduate level. He would be sort of an expert in collecting, in managing, in analyzing, and in visualizing all the geospatial data which is related to the earth sciences. Likewise in environmental science, which is again of tremendous importance, where students would be exposed to different types of climatic changes that are happening, climatic phenomena, which is very complex. I mean, it's a very complex interdisciplinary area where you need to know biology, chemistry, physics, earth sciences, so that you'll be able to understand climate change, pollutions of different nature, and sustainability. I mean, how do we sustain our lives? Then under 3-year engineering diploma program, we are introducing for the first time 3-year engineering in computer science. Considering the scope of computer sciences that we have decided that we'll adopt this program to our polytechnic, which we have. Then under postgraduate, in the postgraduate category, we have added 2 MTech programs this year. One will be MTech in electrical engineering, and that too with a focus on electric vehicle mobility technology. And then another MTech program in computer science and engineering, wherein it will have different verticals on artificial intelligence, on robotics, on cyber security, on Internet of Things. Under our School of Business Management, School of Business Studies, we are introducing a 1-year MBA program. Now that has come as a surprise to many, that how MBA program can be offered in a year. But AICTE does provide for such rules, and we have liked on to that initiative, that we can now introduce 1-year MBA program, but specifically for engineers. Those who have done 4-year engineering degree in any discipline, they can have their BA, MBA, which earlier used to be of 2-year duration, but for them it will be of 1 year. And those who have done 4-year, BBA also, they can be admitted to such course. And this is the reason, when other institutions of higher learning were struggling to, fill up their seats, IUST as a university gave a surprise that we recorded a 40% increase in our admissions in compared to the last year, because the advantage was that we were early movers, and we have a very strong academic leadership in the form of Honorable Vice Chancellor.
While many universities have rigid admission criteria and strict deadlines, IUST stands out for its student-friendly approach. Could you highlight what makes the admission process at IUST more accessible and supportive?
As I said, we have been early movers. I can quote a number of examples where IUST did something which was not happening elsewhere. Now, what we are saying is, if a student is to be admitted to our BTech program, there's already a test which is given by National Testing Agency under JEE. So we straightway take our engineering students out of JEE, the score that they have obtained under JEE. So there's no second test, second process which IST has to follow. Likewise, for our architecture course, we offer, B-Arch program, which is a 5-year program. Now, under B-Arch, the test is given by NATA, NATA. So we recognize their scores as well as the JEE paper 2 score, and then admit students to the. So students have to go through only one grinding, not through multiple, kind of grinding. Likewise, when it comes to FIUGP programs, which offer around 15 programs are there. Again, we are relying on National Testing Agency. Now they give a test. They hold a national level test for UG program, CUET, Common University Entrance Test for UG program. We rely on that scores. Likewise, for our PG programs, we again rely on PG CUET. And for our MTech courses, for example, somebody has qualified GATE, we'll rely on that. For, for MBA, likewise, you have CMAT and other agencies which give the test, and we recognize their scores. So we don't sort of, if I may use the word, waste time or put a student to inconvenience of, going through multiple tests. If he has already been tested by National Testing Agency, why should a university, retest him again? It doesn't make any sense for us. So that saves a lot of time.
With recent changes in the CUET schedule, how is IUST planning its academic calendar for 2025 session?
In any case, our session of 2025 would inshallah begin somewhere towards end of the July. I mean, before August. It would be, end of the July, which is in synchronization with the national academic calendar followed by the rest of the universities. And one of the USP of IUST, which everybody should know, is that there's always a timely completion of the degree. If it's a 4-year course, it means 4-year course. If it's a 2-year program, we mean 2 years. So that's a great advantage, which a student gets.
When asked what message he would like to share with the prospective students, Professor Moon confidently said,
They have a reason to expect a lot from university, from IUST in particular. And I'm sure IUST would surprise them by way of its different offerings. Apart from very strong institution in academics, in research, in innovation, in entrepreneurship, I would say honestly, we are a highly student-friendly university. But apart from that, we have a very strong, student support system within the university. For example, I don't think there's any other university which has a fleet of 70 buses. If you wake up in the morning, you find IUST all over the places. North, south, east, west. You find IUST buses, those yellow-colored buses. And that brings a great relief to the student. But those who want to stay in the hostel, now we have enough bed capacity in the hostel, both for boys and girls. We believe in equality, but more than equality, we believe in equity. So if there is a student who for some reason is not able to pay the tuition fee, who belongs to what you call as economically disadvantaged group, SEDG. So IUST, it's not a rich university, but still, on the directions of Honorable Vice Chancellor, we have created specific core fund out of which we are able to, fund for student aid, so that we could help them with the payment of the tuition fee. There's a tuition fee waiver scheme also. We have developed now good rapport with the industry, MSMEs and other industries. So they have come up with various sponsored fellowships and awards, which again helps students. So overall, you find that IUST comes up with an ecosystem which is highly student friendly. And as I said, we are going to surprise the students.
Thank you, sir. That brings us to the end of this episode. But not the end of the story. There's so much to unpack, from programs like DYOD to entrepreneurship and research at IUST. So don't worry, part 2 of this special series is coming soon, right here on Radio PESHKADAM. Until then, explore, apply, and take your first step towards transformative academic journey at IUST. This is Nazakat Aslam signing off. Stay tuned, stay informed, only on Radio PESHKADAM. Allah Hafiz.
सबसे अलग है सबसे जुदा सुनो एक नई आवाज़